From Nothing to Now, chapter 3. It's flight time. It's flight time. It's time to dump all the dead weight. Right? Chapter 1 says, believe in you. Believe in you. Chapter 2, believe in your purpose. Chapter 3, flight time. Right? Which means it's time to get rid of all the dead weight, all of the negative, all of the hindrances from within and from without, to dump everything that would keep you from being what you declared that you're going to be and who you are. Right? And we don't live in the future tense, we live in the present tense. That's all we have. So you are right now the winner that you declared yourself to be. Right? Success is not a road to get to. Success is who we are, and the road, the evidence of who we are is our travel. Right? If you're a good person, you prove that you're a good person over time. You don't do 30 years and then, okay, boom, there's a certificate passed that, oh, he's a good person. No, you're a good person from now forward. Understand this, you and you alone are here, right? You and you alone are here. In times of adversity and challenge, that you'll never feel that more than then, right? You lose your job, you lose your marriage, you lose, things get challenging, get tough. You will really find out who your true friends are. And you'll find out a lot of those people who are hanging around you are your worst enemies. It's flight time. So it's time to do self-evaluation. Start with yourself. And let's be honest with ourselves and say, what is it that has kept me from being who I am? And more importantly, let's be convicted and dedicated to not allow those things to come back into our lives. You see a lot of pain and things will come from your closest people, right? The most devastating things that can happen in our life and the things that hinder us the most come from those closest to us, right? I don't care a whole lot about what somebody 4 streets down say. That's irrelevant. But if my own wife is saying that I'm worthless, that's a tough one. If my own mom and sister are saying that I'm worthless, that's a tough one. Right? I've been there. I've been there where the closest 3 women in my life all seem to have turned their back on me at the same time. And I know that makes people wonder, well, what is it that was so horrible that you was doing that your mom and sister would agree with your ex-wife? And when you get the answer, you and I both will have it. Okay? But I do know this, that in order to fly to your highest elevation, you have to get rid of those things that are weighing you down. And I found that most of the things that weigh us down start with us. It starts with our slowfulness, laziness. It starts with our distractions. It starts with our waste of time. It starts with our watching TV instead of reading educational books, things to help us get forward. Right? It starts with the inefficiencies and the waste of the opportunities and the waste of the things that we do have access to for things that are trivial or don't matter. One of the biggest wastes that a lot of people make is the waste of anger. Anger is a waste, right? So I want to encourage you to practice this. Put a time limit on being upset about anything. Put a time limit on it. Assess it. Make a determination of the damage that your anger, because I'm not saying being angry itself is not justified. Somebody does something that disappoints you or, is against you or that type of thing. You may have a right to be angry. But would you steal from yourself $48,600 because somebody took 60? And by that example, I'm saying a lot of times people will get upset about something that happens. This person cut in front of me in line. Okay, that took less than a second for them to do it. And so they spend the rest of the day, the other 48,600 seconds of that day, upset about something that took the other person less than a second and they could care less about. They're gone. Don't rob yourself. Don't steal from yourself, and don't let anybody else's actions steal from you. Chapter 3 is about self-evaluation and getting rid of the dead weight, the dead people in your life, the people who will hold you back from being your greatest self.